Hello, friends. It's Peg. I am just back from an art retreat weekend, and some of you guys know I was going out of town. Let me get this up a little bit higher so we can see what's going on my desktop. Okay. These are some of the things that I worked on while I was gone. I had this big art journal with me, and I wanted to work a little bit larger than I have been recently. So this is, I think, 9 by 11 journal. And I was working some pages. These are just pages in progress here. A friend of mine was doing eco printing and is going to teach me how to do some of that later this year. But these are just pieces that I was working and will continue to work. But you know, this one I think I'm going to call a done deal. This was a 12 by 12 board that I ended up painting in an abstract style. And I don't know if you can see the gold shimmer in there, but there's gold. So, yeah, that's what I was doing this weekend. Now, you guys are interested in what are we going to be doing in Art Joyous Sharing this month, right? Let me get a pen here. So let me write this down so that you guys know what's going on. So AJOS for August. And I want to continue the feeling that I had from the weekend. I want to experiment with things that I haven't had out in a while. What I want you to do is go to Pinterest or something like that. It's something you've got in your stash. I pulled out some paper this morning because I was looking at some of the colors in these, and I want you to pick things that are not your normal color palette. I mean, I'm looking through here and there's a lot of color palettes that don't normally speak to me, but I want to work outside of my comfort zone. So you can see pink is not my normal color palette, right? But I picked up these papers. I'm looking at these palettes that have, the baby blue and the corals and the pinks and all of that. So I will pick a palette from one of these things that I find. And so we're going to say pick a palette. Okay, so one of the things that I've done recently is I got these two books. These are, you can buy them in a set. This is a painter's color diary. This one is for my watercolor. And I want to add watercolor. I want to add that sort of stuff to this. But you can see I've gone through and I've swatched. I may dig out things that I haven't had out in a while, like my metallics here. These are my metallic watercolors. These are my neon watercolors. Yeah, can't remember the last time I had those out, but I need to revisit these things and revitalize my arts things. Art by Marlene, so I've swatched all of my different stuff, so I can easily pick things for my color palette using my book. That is my watercolor. Then I did one with my acrylics. These are my Goldens. And so, I can combine colors and pick from what I have here. Something else got in there. But I've got lots of different, my Deco Art, my Golden, my Distress, Blick Matte, all of that stuff is in here. And I think I might even order a couple more of these books to swatch other things. Like I was looking at these acrylic inks, and I want to use some of these bright colors in what I'm doing. So this one is a Artist Loft. This one is a Bombay Doc Martin. That's Bombay. Got several Bombay. Bombay's a good brand and it's reasonable you know, if you're looking for something. I will do some shading colors, you know, black, white, gray, that sort of thing. And I may even be bringing in some sprays. I've got sprays and I've got these calligraphy brush markers that I haven't used in a while. So I'm encouraging you to dig through your stash, find things like these line markers I haven't had out in a while, and I need to use them. I love these 3D line markers. I haven't had out my solid markers. You know, these are those solid markers. So I'm going to get out some of those and just some surprising things. So I want you to use color you don't normally use. And then I want you to work large. You know, we can always cut it down. One of the things about having a large page, let me bring back that journal. Having a large page, you can take a frame and frame it out however you wish. So what did I do with that journal? So if I take this and I'm looking at this and I want to out, oh, there's some more stuff I was doing this weekend. So let me open up a frame here. It's not exactly the size I was thinking about. I was thinking about and work from that. I've got cut this loose. So I like these that have a double mat like this, so that when you mat your work out, if you want to, you can frame around, you can decide where you want it, you can trace around that, cut it out, and then put your other mat back on. And it makes for a nicely framed piece of artwork, right? So work large, frame it to find sweet spots. And I'll try to put this out for you guys and share your work. So I'm writing this stuff down to remind myself what I want to do. I will make a video later today using my prompts for the month. I've got to go get my oil changed this morning, so I've got to do a quick run out. But play with this, work with it, see what you can come up with, and we will have some fun making some art, right? Okay, guys. I'll see you on the flip side.